Hello everyone! Today we're gonna put eyes on Signalis. This is a survival horror game that was recently released. It has pixel graphics and it's reminiscent of Resident Evil, Silent Hill and the classics. I also want to say I really love this menu, where the eyeball moves where you point. It's always about waking up. I really like the pixel art style of this game. It starts out slow. Since right now there's I would say a bit of exploration to do before you start getting into the story proper. The controls are what you would expect from a survival horror game, but they work. They are not sluggish, they respond well. And right now we have to find our way through this ship, which incidentally, due to the graphics, it reminds me of an old Commodore 64 game, which I think, or I still think, it is the first survival horror game, called Project Firestart. This game alternates between the isometric / top-down perspective to this first-person perspective in some parts. At first it's not clear how to advance and how to go back. There's also a sequence further down that does that too, and the game doesn't really tell you. So you go forward by pressing the trigger, and then you go backwards by pressing B. Now I'm playing on the Switch, and this is because I ordered the physical version. I am big on physical versions. I don't like the whole digital future that they want us to be a part of. But hey, I like old school games, and being old school myself, well, it makes sense. If you played a survival horror game, any of the survival horror games really, from the past, this will be very familiar to you. I also like that I don't think it has voice, it's just text. And to me that's not a problem. Now I know some players might not like that, but I prefer my survival horror games without voice, for some reason. And that reason being, I reckon, is that's what I grew up with. There is a bunch of reading to do, and there's some clues and information you need to progress on some of the documents. I think that the sound effects are a bit on the quiet side on this part of the game. You can hear the wind blowing, but right now it's not very ominous. So The game could very well fool you into a false sense of security, maybe. Probably not. But it is a horror game. However, as the majority of horror stories, they begin either with a great, beautiful day or nothing much happening out of the ordinary. So I think it's cool that it switches between perspectives, but I didn't like my first contact with this mode. Especially in a future sequence, I'll point it out, because I didn't know how to advance. This ship is in a massive state of disrepair. It'll never fly again. Alright. The inventory will look familiar, with the status window showing an EKG, just like in Resident Evil. It's only missing the label Fine. We got our map. So all of that pretty standard, but I really dig the art style of this game. And of course you can inspect items, and it's necessary to do so to find out codes. Doesn't seem to be anybody there, does it? I do not know what happened to the pilot. And we have the classic combine items. So the game is fairly intuitive in that regard. You will find your way through if you played at least one survival horror game in your life. Oh. I guess I wasn't close enough. There we go. And I'm thinking of another game that Signalis reminds me of, but I don't remember the name. Fear Effect. That's the one. So it reminds me a bit of that as well. And I think those were either PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. And as I didn't own one of those systems, I didn't play them, unfortunately. And to this day, I still want to play them, but I haven't been able to find them. Not at a good price anyway. And here we are. So you can't see anything, but at least now I can see movement. By pressing the trigger, you advance. So there's nothing to it. I just couldn't see what I was doing. But once I figured out that the trigger advances, then it was fine. A heads up would have been nice though. And so it begins. The proverbial light at the end of the tunnel, which, when I got here the first time, I did not notice this. There is no tunnel. Yeah. So about that. Doesn't really matter. Because yeah, it's weird, whatever. But it's when I saw this. It was when I saw this book that I knew that everything had gone to hell in a handbasket. It is the king in yellow. So, oh man, the keys are playing tricks on me. And then, well, there's no other option, but picking up a book called The King in Yellow is never a good thing. If you like H.P. Lovecraft, you know why. If you don't, The King in Yellow is essentially Hastur. It's never a good thing. So was it real? Was it a dream? Was it a dream within a dream? Who knows? Was it foreshadowing for the horror to come? Perhaps. But now we reawaken in reality? Perhaps? And I really dig the anime art style as well. And here we are. The society is pretty dystopian. To the point I'm not sure who's who or what's going on. Well, I don't know. I'd say going back would be a good idea. We shouldn't really be in this place. But as in any good horror story, there's no turning back. There never is. I like the detail that the camera up there just follows you. It's not just scanning, it's actually tracking you. That's a nice little detail. Oof. The rule of 6. Oh, well, we have 6 inventory slots. So there's no getting around the rule of 6. And, yeah, I don't trust that. I wonder if the incident they suffered was recorded. And if it wasn't, then does that mean it didn't happen? I don't know, I still saw that corpse over there. The bureaucrats would have you think otherwise, probably. Anyway, this room is kinda like the safe rooms in Resident Evil. And the red computers are your save points. So you can't save whenever you want. But that's par for the course. And then this thing. And those descriptions. Yeah. I'm not sure you wanna know. And now the soundtrack has changed to a more ominous tune, which is more fitting to the horror theme of the game. It is probably nothing you have not heard before, but it works. And that's what matters. It works. Reminds me a bit of Quake 1, actually. Which, if you still have the soundtrack of Quake 1, you have the original disc, it is great for pen and paper Call of Cthulhu RPGs. Music's fantastic for that. Will put your group right on edge. I also don't know if that actually translates into gameplay, as if you run in that hallway, something happens. I don't know, I haven't tried it. And maybe I shouldn't try it. Whatever. Well, I'm not dead. So... Of course she has to be underground. Why can't we be in a nice sunny beach? And there we go, finally. Ammunition is a resource of the nation. Well, let's equip that, and then face the classic Resident Evil trope, for lack of a better name. You see that thing, right? Yeah, that thing. When I was playing yesterday, I knew exactly what was gonna happen. Of course. Why does it have a cleaver? Anyway. That's an understatement. She's incredibly nonchalant about all this stuff. I'm not sure if I would call it cheese or just that's the way these games go, but it is awesome. I like it. Alright, code for the safe. $204,512. And then there's you. Nope. Now at this point, I have not fired a single shot yet. So I don't know how many shots it takes to kill those things. I am just operating on the basic survival horror way to play, where you conserve ammunition as much as you can. There we go. Classroom key. And she's gone. Hopefully gone as in left and not gone as in dead. But then again, it's a horror game, so you never know. Or I should say, the assumption is that she's dead. Oh, nice. I just noticed something. When I pulled my gun on that early one, it started targeting it. So, the gun might tell you when an enemy is just laying in ambush. That's a good thing to know. Well, the elevator's a bust. Oh, that's a fan. I had no idea what that was last night. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I think Alina is the person I'm looking for. This is a pretty neat puzzle. It's simple, but it's neat. And I would like to have a lockpick like that. I do not remember that box. Here's the classic storage box. I do not know why it makes that noise whenever you turn on the computer, but alright. If the king in yellow is involved, then, you know, all bets are off. Illegal use of radio. Expire during interrogation. Oof. All right, they're real nice. I don't know the code for that one. Maybe I'll find a broadcast that says what's the code for that. Anyway. almost at the limit of items too. It would be wild if something came to arrest you or attack you because you're breaking the rule of 6. And then, I don't know what worries me more. That one chopping meat as if it were some sort of deranged cook, or that thing on the wall. Probably both. Is it dead? I think it is. What the hell is that? That was nice though. 2 shots down to the ground and then stomp the head. What the? That looked like a graphical glitch right there. Yeah, I don't know. Might be on purpose. Mensa key. Huh. I should sneak by. See if there's more of those things. There's not more of those things. Hello there. Well, I guess I'll just let it be. Oh, we have mobile units now. Nope. That is rough. I do not know what their effective vision range is. It's a good thing I moved from that area. I didn't know they went that far. Oof. Oh crap. They're tough. That one made me think of Alone in the Dark, the original one by Infogrames. Broken key, huh? Oh hey, she's alive. Darn it. Very friendly, that one. I'm gonna have to go deal with those things at some point. Alright. So I'm gonna leave it here. I really like where this is going. The controls are very responsive. They do exactly what you tell them to do, so to speak. The atmosphere is great. The art style and the graphics are definitely up my alley. And well, it's essentially a horror anime in German for some reason. But that's pretty cool nonetheless. The Lovecraftian hints, or the hints of Lovecraftian influence, are also great. And I really love the classic... I also want to know what's up with her... Whoa, what the... That was weird. She doesn't have feet. Huh. Anyway, the Lovecraftian influence is great, as I was saying. And the throwback to the old survival horror games of the past is just great. I think the devs did a really good job with it. I don't know how long it is, but I don't regret having got it. I also don't regret having got a physical version of it. And I definitely want to find out what happened here. Which maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, hello there. They got up. See, it's the Resident Evil zombies all over again, man. They do that all the time. And sometimes you just shoot them on the floor, and the bullets don't hit them, they don't do nothing. But once you get a certain spot, past a certain spot in the game, then they get up. Or they attack you, they ambush you. And I feel cheated because I shot that guy. I didn't trust that guy. But plot armor, I guess? I don't know. Signalis is really cool, and I definitely recommend it, especially if you're a fan of old school survival horror games. At any rate, I really like it. Oh, running activates them. Uh-oh. Run out of ammo. And you can't reload like in Resident Evil. That was a waste of ammunition, if I've ever seen one. At any rate, after that little scuffle, and with all that said, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.